like freaking out. All right, top 5 running backs in college football.
That's where you got me.
Actually, let's switch up the question. Heisman hopefuls. Because basically that's the same question. A lot of quarterbacks in the Heisman hopefuls, though.
There's also a lot of... I'm sorry. There's a lot of studs in that league. A lot of studs.
In the league.
I mean, it's not just quarterback, running back. Ed Oliver out of Houston.
Yeah, that's what Bryson said last week for his Heisman hopeful.
Yeah, Bryce Love, of course. Yeah. He will go off.
He's a baller. I either think if it's obviously it's going to be Bryce Love, if not Trace McSorley or Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, I think if Tua can have a good season, if he starts.
Yeah, what if Hurts
takes it away again?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win that quarterback battle then?
I don't know. That's a great question. It goes back to the championship game.
Yo, not even that. Look at his game against Vanderbilt, against Tennessee. You see, we're looking this up right now. The play where against Vandy, I want to say Vanderbilt when he's like scrambling, breaks a tackle in the backfield and throws a dime.
Well, Hurts is also, or Jalen, he's also had a very bad attitude.
Yeah, about the whole quarterback battle.
Yes, and that would get me.
That got me upset because he said that, and his mom even went on Twitter and said some stuff to the coaching staff. He was like, "No, I've never been treated so poorly. Like the coaching staff hasn't really told me anything. They haven't let me know." And it's like, they're not supposed to. You're in a quarterback battle. You're there to compete.
Yes, that's what you're.
They're not supposed to tell you anything.
You're competing. You need to go out every day, work your butt off, and compete for that starting position.
And first of all, Saban hasn't even announced who he's going to start Week 1 against Louisville. And I think I don't know.
There will be some controversy.
I didn't know they were both 218 pounds. They're both the same weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Jalen's way stronger.
Yeah, he just looks bigger.
Yeah. I mean, he power cleaned like 405 his freshman year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So did Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah, I know Barkley.
That guy. All-time favorite running back already.
Already?
Yes, dude. I'm on big Saquon Barkley guy. I think he's gonna do great things. Hot take. He might be a hot take. But yeah, if you took out the national championship game, Tua, he didn't really throw a bad pass. He threw 77 passes and like 7 touchdowns, and he didn't start a game. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, but also then you look at Jalen, and it's like he's taken you to 2 consecutive national titles, and he's consistently inconsistent. I don't think he's the best game manager. He's definitely not as vocal. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I'm interested. We don't even know our D line this year. He hasn't even announced the starting D line. It doesn't matter. They're all probably going to play on Sunday.
Exactly. They're all going to go like first, second round in the NFL.
Yeah, that's the thing with Clemson though.
Oh,
we play them next Saturday.
Us Aggies.
First of all, when we go to that game, it's going to be so hype at Midnight Yell. It's going to be so hype like at the tailgate. It's going to be so hype on kickoff.
It'll be a good time.
We can't move their D line. They're not going to move.
That Mr. Fisher has something in the books for it. They game plan just like everybody else.
First of all, hail Jimbo Fisher. Love him. On ESPN, I got a text tonight that said Alabama was 135 points up just to win the national title this year.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I like to think with Fisher as our head coach, we have some potential. In the next 3 years,
maybe.
we're
I'll
a
give
top 10, top 5 team.
I usually give head coaches 4 years to like establish their setup, right? Because in high school, that's the way it is. High school, if a new head coach comes, you give them about 4 years until. All right, if we haven't, had a
seen progress.
If we haven't had a season over 500, you're gone.
Yeah.
Or even 2 seasons, without a 500 record. It's like, dude, we got to get someone else in here.
From the Northwestern State game that tonight, I saw some goods. I saw some not goods, but it's the first week of football. Like,
yeah,
that's what
kinks.
you expect.
We got kinks, and like you said earlier, the biggest difference between your progress is in between game 1 and 2.
Yeah, you'll see the most progress.
That's true. Yeah, we had one actual targeting call. The other one was dumb.
So we play a physical game,
dude. Yeah, it's football.
Like.
Oh, and the whole NFL.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's disgusting.
They'll figure it out though.
Yo, were y'all taught the hawk and roll from the Seahawks?
Yeah,
y'all were taught that. We were taught that too, and like, you don't even have to touch a player with your head when you tackle him. Like, you can go all shoulder, all arms, all chest, but you're still leading with your head because it's on top of your body. But how are they gonna?
Also, it's football. Like, these guys in the NFL, it's a whole different level. But like, they're running so fast, and they have like split second decisions. Like, it's just like I can't even comprehend it because I'm not at that level. Only a pro could really tell you. But
yeah, it's
the game's just moving so fast, and
that's the thing too with what I saw for with what I saw for A&M tonight. Travion Williams went off. Travion Williams went off.
Yes, steady.
His first run though, the 73-yard touchdown, the second play of the game. Yeah, he looks slow.
He looks slow.
He looks so slow. Even Kellen Mond looked kind of slow too. I don't know if it was just like.
Well, I mean, he's outrunning the DBs.
Yeah, but it's Northwestern. I mean, Clemson's gonna poop on us. They got a great defense, and Kelly Bryant, good luck stopping him. Our defense in the half allowed like 6 rushing yards, but they weren't really running a lot.
I'd like to see a little bit more pass game out of us.
Yeah,
I didn't see all too much. I mean, I saw some goods, I saw some bads.
At the half, Mond was 15 for 22, so they're kind of splitting it up half and half a little bit.
Definitely a lot more pass game going on.
Yeah, we got to spread the field a little more. But at Florida State, I mean, with Jimbo there, they really didn't they really didn't spread the field a lot. Mm-mm. But they had better running backs.
Well, that's like,
and the quarterback was a dual threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And this is the first time A&M's ever run a 2 tight end.
Oh, I love that set though.
Oh, you do?
That Pro Eagle, yeah, you can do so much from that. The run game is solid. You can go with those quick outs from the tight ends and then go up the field.
You just got to recruit some stud tight ends, though.
Yeah, that one made the play on that seam earlier in the end zone. Went up to get that ball. That was a good ball too. Well, I'm positive that we'll have a good season.
Of course.
We'll compete against the tough games.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, I'll leave it up to y'all. Y'all want to talk about Kawhi, or you want to talk about your fantasy teams?
Bring on Kawhi.
Yeah, let's talk about Kawhi.
Let's go Kawhi.
Please.
Okay, so let's hear your take on this as a fellow Spurs fan.
Honestly, what I get from it is that growing up, you go through Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker, and you get the Spurs way. They're taking pay cuts to make the team better. And then there's Kawhi. He gets hurt. He starts complaining that they're trying to rush him back and everything. It's like, why would they try to rush you back in the first place? Mm-hmm. They want you for the long run, not for a tiny little short playoff spurt or something like that, and then you get hurt again. And then he sits there and says, all right, well, you know what? I'll just go somewhere else because they don't care about me. It's like, no, that's not the whole reason. And he's just acting like a prima donna, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember back when he won those 2 defensive MVPs?
Yeah.
I mean, it was an overnight. It was like he was the quietest dude in the whole league, in the whole NBA. Quietest dude on the team for sure. And then just like that, once Tim's gone, once Parker's gone, it's like all this overnight stuff. It's like the locker room culture changed. And that very next morning, he's like, I don't want to play here anymore. I want to play for LA. I want to go follow LeBron. I want to go play for the Clippers. And it's like, Pop is kind of a savage, though. He's like, no, we're sending you to
deport you.
Yeah, we're going to deport you. I don't know. But do you think he's going to stay in Toronto?
I mean, from what everybody says, it sounds like he's warming up to the idea. But I honestly think he still wants to get out of there.
Yeah, if it was me, if I was Kawhi and if I'm a drama queen overnight and I want to get back at Pop, I'm staying 1 year in Toronto. I'm probably not even going to play this season. I'm going to sit out like I did the last year.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go play for either LA or excuse me, not LA. I mean, I'm either going to go play for the Clippers or the Lakers. Either one of those. And then we'll have a super team in the West.
Two super teams.
2 super teams in the West that could possibly play each other for the next 4 or 5 years.
That's ridiculous.
Yo, what if you went to the Celtics?
That honestly,
I would
be
love
okay
that.
with that.
And then LeBron follows him.
Dude.
Goes back to the East.
Celtics versus Warriors next 6 7.
I would love that. I wanted so bad for it to be Houston and Celtics this year, but I knew what I was getting into because, like, obviously it was inevitable that it wasn't going to happen.
It was this close. It was so close to happening.
If they would have put a 3rd place game on TV, I guarantee that would have been more watched than the actual NBA
sure.
Finals.
Oh, yeah.
They should do that. I think there's a new rule now where, and it's like in some summer league or like some D league, and if like it's kind of like baseball, you can like hit a knockoff 3 or like a walk off 3-pointer, like so like the last. I was reading something about it. I don't know this like the specifics. We'll have to fact check later. But if you like in the last 6 minutes or 7 minutes of the game of the last quarter, like the last minutes of the game, if you're within like 4 or 5 possessions of each other, the score, you take that score and add 7, and like to the highest score.
Uh-huh.
So if it's like 56 to 50, you add 7 to 56, and whoever gets to that point first wins the game.
That sounds.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because look, if you have
test run it a little bit, but that's the walk off 3-pointer. I'm still gonna have to try to figure out what that means exactly. But
so if it's like if you're at 56 to 50, right, and they start that rule, and you're down by 1, and if you make a 3-pointer, you hit 57 or no, what's 56 plus 7? 63.
Yeah.
63. So if you're down 62 to 60, okay, and you have the ball, and there's no clock, it's a running clock.
Yeah.
So if you make a 3, you get to 63 before the other team, and you win, like without anything else.
So time doesn't matter. In this case.
Time doesn't matter. Like
so
the
it could
last.
be like a minute or so on the clock.
Well, they cut the clock off.
Oh.
Apparently. So there's just no time, and whoever gets to that set score first wins.
I mean, I am yet to hear this, but
yeah, it's in some D League or in some summer league.
Oh,
it's not in the NBA.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay,
it's not in the NBA. It's in some like D League or summer league.
No, okay. I'd like to see that in the D League and summer.
Yeah.
If they put that in the NBA, there's too many times where it's just a blowout. Where that rule is just not going to be necessary whatsoever.
Well, that's why it's only applicable if it's in like within 3 or 4 possession game in the last like 5 minutes or so. So you're not waiting like that 5 minutes. You can just see whoever gets to the score first. Yeah. I don't know. So that'd be dope. Yeah. Honestly, for D League, I don't know if they're actually doing it. It was proposed. How did you feel about Kawhi? Well, as a Rockets fan,
from an outsider looking in,
what was your perspective?
I thought it was funny. Like, Of course, I have to hate. I'm a Houston fan.